everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so stoked that you wanted to join me today because today I'm going to give you I am going dumpster diving for 7 days straight, and I'm going to show you everything that I found and how I use some of this stuff. That's going to be a really long title. I'm going to be working on that, sorry. But I've already made 2 videos about dumpster diving, so if you are more interested in other varieties of what I've found or how I do it and everything, then you can go watch those as well. This is going to be 7 days and I did this last week. And I hope you're going to like this. But before we get into the video, I think it's important to sort of state what dumpster diving is and more importantly what it is not. Dumpster diving is going to the dumpsters behind different grocery stores after closing hours and looking at what they have thrown away. Dumpster diving is not going into the store, not buying anything from the store, but simply rescuing the food that they are wasting. Because the problem is about half food in the world that is produced is also wasted. And we can combat a lot of this in our own homes and with the ways that we shop, but you can also rescue food that was meant to be wasted. And depending on where you live, and I think I stress this in every single video, but depending on where you live, it is actually illegal. Some places it is legal. In Denmark it is legal as long as you don't trespass anywhere. So we're not going to trespass anywhere. We're going to follow the law, obviously. I don't want anyone getting in trouble. I also think last video I made about dumpster diving, some people were commenting that I was actually buying the food in the store and then showing it as though it was dumpster dived, as though it was rescued, but I have with 100% certainty not purchased any of these items you're about to see. This is all something that I have taken. It sounds like stealing. It is not stealing because I'm not trespassing. It's specifically not stealing, but it's food that I have rescued, not paid anything for. What would be the point of telling you that that's what I've done when it is legal and it's something I can do and then go do something else? There's no point. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's crazy. So if you don't think that this is a real thing, I can tell you that it is. Some people also think that it's gross. I'm not forcing anyone to do it, but I think it's a great way of combating a lot of food waste. And at the same time, you can get involved with communities and donate a lot of the stuff that you cannot eat yourself. There's tons of ways to combat food waste, and this is one of them. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video. Take really good care of yourselves. No, that's not until the end. Okay, cool. So this is all we found. We went to the dumpsters of 2 different stores and we got a few different things. We have some celery, we have a couple of single bananas, some carrot, a huge bag of potatoes, some lettuce, 2 small bags of boxes of raspberries, some loose veg, bananas, some loose tomatoes, lemon. Then we have some buns here, some bread, which is nice, and then a bouquet of flowers, which seems super great. So yeah, this is from the first day, and this is really not uncommon. There were other things as well, but the dumpsters are really deep, so it's hard to reach the bottom things. What we do right when we get back home is that I'm now going to take everything and rinse it off completely and clean it so everything is not sticky, full of whatever might also be in that dumpster. So we'll make sure that everything is safe as well, obviously. And I'm going to take everything apart out of their containers and divide them into new containers, simply because the containers are also often a little bit sticky, dirty, whatever. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. And I'm going to place everything in the fridge. So I just wanted to show you what everything looks like now that it's prepped. The flowers are probably going to be perking back up because they're now in water. So tomorrow they're probably going to look nice, at least some of them. They smell amazing. And here we have the veg and the fruit. We are at my boyfriend's, hence the plastic containers. But here we have raspberries. I'm just going to put these in the fridge. Everything is cleaned. I took off the bad leaves of the lettuce, and now this is great as well. Great. Yes, I'm excited. These are going in the freezer, just in its packaging. It is the next morning, and look at this. I'm having all dumpster dived foods for breakfast. This cost me nothing, and it was literally about to be garbage. That's the best feeling in the world. So I'm still super scared to get caught, even though it's not actually illegal to dumpster dive in Denmark. I was opening the dumpsters, and at that moment a car came by and stopped right beside me and just looked at me like, So I got my rye bread and then I just left. So now I'm going to go to a different store, and then hopefully when I get back there won't be any cars waiting. So when I went back to the first store, there were still some cars, but I don't think those cars were interested in what I was doing. But the first one, when I got there, definitely was. They were just really eyeing me and what I was doing. So, but I want to show you what I got. That was what I was going to do. I got some turmeric root. Some of these are like way beyond expiration date and like almost completely dried in. But others seem fine. And I'm going to make a juice tomorrow anyway, so I'm going to put those in. Then I have some apples and a carrot, also perfect for the juice tomorrow. And these seem fine, just going to wash them and obviously peel them before I use them in the juice, just to make sure that there's nothing on the peels. And then I have some rye bread. This can go in the freezer easily. Molly's really interested in what's happening. This can easily go in the freezer, and this is a great Giddy's having like kind of a busy work day sort of lunch. So I love a piece of rye bread with hummus. It's one of my favorite things ever. Hummus is easy to make yourself. Then you have the dumpster dive bread. In the first bag we have this giant bag of white bread, and honestly this is not something I usually eat because I mean I don't feel great after eating like these white loaves, because there are absolutely no nutrition in them. So it's basically like having a snack. But since it was in the dumpster, what can you do? Then I found 2 bags of shredded carrot. And this carrot looks absolutely fine. Can you see this? Does this look bad? No! The expiration date is today, but to my knowledge, expiration dates have always really been more of guidelines rather than strict rules. You feel, and you can easily eat tons of food after its expiration date, especially stuff like this. Look at it, feel it, smell it. Does it seem sketchy or does it seem fine? Because if it seems fine, especially with stuff like vegetables, then just eat it. Seriously, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. As an evening dessert, I am blending together some of the stuff we found yesterday, the bananas and the raspberries, and my homemade oat milk into this delicious nice cream, which I will now be having as an evening snack. See you guys tomorrow. I am ready to make some juice. We have the celery, turmeric, then we have apples, oranges and carrots. This is all dumpster dived. I'm so excited to make some juice. And the cool thing about making juice is that you can obviously save the pulp and use it in either cleaning, baking, or in salads. It's super, super cool. So yeah, let's get to juicing. Now we have juice. Oh yeah. Hello! Jens is with us.
I always have to walk far behind. So
Otherwise you're not in the shot. So it's day 3 and we are going to go to the dumpsters now. Yeehaw!
See, this is what I mean.
Yeah, I can see it. So this is what we got from the dumpster. We went to the first place where there wasn't really anything, and the second place they had these flowers just like last time, which was great. And these are in really good condition. Look at this. And then we have a huge bag of organic carrots and then a bag of crisps. And this is not vegan. This is something that Jens will be enjoying.
Yeah, because of the quarantine, I started snacking vegetarian style a little too much. So I thought, no, we're gonna go another 100 days, and so far it's going pretty well. So yay.
So yeah, once those days are over, I think you're going to be enjoying these crisps.
Yes.
But either way, it wouldn't really matter because these were thrown away and wasted, so you wouldn't be adding to the production and consumption of new goods. So it's kind of like the freaking thing, which I definitely feel a lot of people are doing, which I also think has its benefits. The dumpsters that we went to tonight also had a lot of meat products, like a lot of meat products. And Jens is, when he is on his cheat days, vegetarian, so none of us eat meat. And honestly, we don't really know anyone who could take this meat off of our hands, so it wouldn't really make sense for us to take it. Luckily, the place that we went, there's usually a lot of dumpster divers there, and a lot of people we've spoken to by the dumpsters do eat meat and do take the meat and see the meat as kind of the jackpot. So hopefully it is something that's going to be taken at some point. We definitely feel that's the case. Where you see you sitting on the floor too.
I just want to say that I don't know anyone who can take this meat off my hands. Sort of reminds me of my high school days. Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Today is another day, and Jens and I went out dumpster diving to 2 different shops. And we got a few bits and bobs, but today seems like it was the day where all the garbage got picked up because a lot of the dumpsters were completely empty. But I'll show you what we found anyway. I have 1 sad little garlic. I have 2 cartons of rice milk, 1 carton of juice, and this large box of breadcrumbs. And that's it. Just checking in, it's 2 days later and the flowers still look amazing. So I just decided to make some more juice because we got this carton yesterday, and a couple of days ago I dumpster dived this entire bag of carrots that were just about to go like critically bad. So I just juiced them, and now I have a little bit of orange juice, and I'm going to mix it with this juice, and hopefully that's going to be good. So yeah, that's also a way to combat food waste a little bit. It's simply just to juice it and use what you can. And you can also use this pulp for tons of good stuff in salad, baking, as I said. Don't let this go to waste. Another thing I want to do today is that I want to make onion rings, because at my local grocery store you can easily get package-free onions, and now we have this rice milk and we have breadcrumbs, which are the 2 main components, of a very solid onion rings recipe. So that's what we're going to be making today, just as a light snack, and also as a way of using some of these goods. Now I have my onions. I have the sizes for the rings right here. Then I have the smaller bits, which I will use in cooking. And then I have the shells here, which I won't throw away. Because you can actually boil these in and make a really tasty broth. So that's what I'm going to save these for. They save really well in the freezer, and then you can simply just boil them whenever you're ready. Strain the water and then just use the water that you boiled them in. This is really good stuff for that. But now we are going to be using these bad boys. So we have the rice milk and the breadcrumbs, and I've divided them into 2 bowls. So now I'll be able to make my onion rings. Okay, do you want to see a magic trick? Bam! Onion rings made with dumpster dived ingredients. So easy. This is what I found in the dumpsters today. We have a good variety of greens. We have the biggest leek I have ever seen in my entire life. They're so huge. That's what she said. We have some potatoes. I know I already have some, but now I really want to make like some potato pie or some mash or something that could be good. We have cress, which I haven't seen before, but I'm really excited for, because I also have rye bread, and then I can make an avocado toast. Yay! This entire bag of avocados, I swear to you, they are all in perfect condition. This is amazing. So I will definitely be having avocado over these next couple of days. Then we have spring onion. These aren't perfect, but as we know, they are easy to regrow. So that's what we're going to do in my window. Some of this spinach is not so good, so I'm going to take it all out of the bag and then sort it and save all the good leaves for tomorrow's smoothie. Then we have blueberries, and these also seem great. So I don't know what's up with that. So this is the avocado I dumpster dived last night. Tell me how this ended up in the garbage, really. This is perfect. Okay, so this is my lunch. The bread is dumpster dived, the herbs are dumpster dived, and the avocado is dumpster dived. The red onions I pickled a couple of days ago, and they're so tasty on everything. And then we have a vegan mayo. And that's my lunch. Most of it is dumpster dived, and this is amazing. I'm so excited. So I'm just preparing some thumbnails for this video. So I've arranged everything really neatly after I prepped it yesterday night. It all looks so great. I don't know what to eat for lunch, but I'm definitely trying to put as many of these things in it as possible. Also, so they won't go bad. But I'm so excited. And also, these leek are so huge. And it is Thursday, and this is what we got from 2 different stores. Once again, plenty of avocados, and they also seem great. These are actually a little bit hard, so I'm going to leave them here until the end of the weekend. Then we have a couple of apples, which are going to be used in another juice, with another huge stock of celery. This is great. And then a couple of small plants that were thrown away. They were actually throwing away a lot of plants, but my windowsill also has limits. So this is what I took home with me. I don't know what this is. I'm going to plant it and take care for it and see what it becomes. Then there are these two, which seem to be simply decorative flowers, but maybe this is some sort of like tomato, I don't know, something like that. If you know anything and can tell me anything from these leaves and this note, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. If you have any questions about dumpster diving, you can leave them down below. But you can also watch the 2 other videos that I made about it, where I also answer a lot of the questions. If you're generally more interested in zero waste shopping and sustainable shopping, I also have a sustainable shopping guide here in this channel that you can also go and watch. I hope that you liked this video, and I hope you're staying safe and taking good care of yourselves. I will see you guys in my next video. Take good care of yourselves. Until then, bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green zero waste content, and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!